Well, it's just another beautiful day here in Colorado, and we're just doing what we usually do. Like what? What are we doing today?
Well, a friend of ours called, and an automotive journalist, and he's in the middle of Wyoming, stuck in his Porsche 911. And guess what? There's not many people that live around there, and there's not many Porsche 911 shops around there. And so I said, hey, we'll load up the trailer and come and get you. And I thought, oh, let's go grab the Rivian. Then I remembered there are stations in Wyoming now, CCS chargers. They're just not switched on. So
right.
We're breaking out the Winnebago Revel, our Sprinter, and we're going to be driving this about 400 miles round trip to go pick up Brad with his 911.
That's far.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the middle of Wyoming.
Just like any Porsche 911 owner usually is.
Well, he bought this 996 and it's a little ratty, and I guess doesn't have the best alignment on it, and so he's basically lunching tires. So he bought a whole bunch of spare tires and he gets like 50 miles before they pop. And I'm like, dude, so he's trying his best to make it towards Laramie. We're going up to Laramie and then as west as we need to go. But we'll just kind of hone in on it. I just had to do some modifications to the Sprinter. It's the first time I'm towing our new trailer with the Sprinter, so I don't even know how a brake booster is going to work. We don't really need the brakes on it. It's a light load, but it's all going to be pretty interesting to figure out.
Day in the life.
This is a trailer that we bought, and thanks to our friend Steve from D&E Sales. We actually needed it in a pinch for a video shoot, and this thing had just rolled in from the factory, and we bought it. It's been truly wonderful. So nice having a trailer. I think I'd like to get an aluminum enclosed car hauler at some point, because I'll actually be towing the Lucid back out to California tomorrow with the Rivian. So we are just towing cars all week. I've just installed our B&W hitch here, and love these hitches because they're totally modular. So I think I have the height set properly for this rig and this trailer. I'm going to get them hooked up, married up, then we're going to hit the road and go into Wyoming.
Just look how beautiful this foliage is right now too.
Perfect day.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Not a hint of wind.
And just another angry doggo in the window.
Just a quick pre-flight check. This trailer's about to do a couple thousand miles with me. No, still not registered. Can't find the title to the thing to get the license plate for it. So just another thing to add to the list. Also, one problem with the Sprinter I'm finding is these chains over here. They're pretty low to the ground. I could tighten that up a little bit, but there's not enough space here to get my other, just emergency chain right through there. So to me, a little bit sketchy. This isn't really meant to be our total tow vehicle. Thankfully, we are just going out to the middle of nowhere and not very much distance. But if I was going to tow with the Sprinter and this trailer more, I would actually probably downsize those hooks so I could get one on either side. But let's hope we don't need them anyway. And lights are all working, so that's good. No integrated trailer brake controller in the Sprinter, I don't think. Let's see. I see something's popped up on the nav. Just warming up the engine a little bit. Home charging was fixed today, so the electrician came. The Rivian is charging, so we're all good there. How about that? Something's good, something's not so good. Model S coming down the street. So let's take a look in here, Alyssa. We have, almost a full tank of diesel. Pretty good on def. Do you want to optimize the route for towing a trailer? Yes. What were you saying?
We are not good on oil.
Yeah, oil's a tiny bit low and it needs to be changed. Mm-hmm. But nothing we can do about that right now. You got to schedule a service appointment for it.
I have to schedule a service appointment?
Well, one of us does, yeah. It's not going to be me.
Okay.
I'm not so good at those things.
Oh, no, you just can't do it.
So, yeah, I guess we don't need headlights for the time being. Let's go. We're going to head towards Rawlins, which is where he thinks he can make it to. So, Rawlins. Oh, my goodness. So much to do. I guess I'll be working late tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot done today, I thought.
Totally disagree. It says it's 140 miles one way. So let's see, 7:26 p.m. It says we'll be in Rawlins. Be back by midnight, hopefully. Do you need to feed the dogs or anything?
No, they had bones today.
Okay, batteries on the trailer? Not on. What's going on here? or on the trailer, on the rig. Okay, things are not looking good here. Let's see what's going on. There we go. On, connected, everything's powering up as it should. We're happy. Solar's generating power. Water pump off, heat off. We're charging the batteries right now. Batteries are pretty full. I don't know, sometimes when you leave this thing for a little while, it just kind of dies. But I think we're good to go. And everything up here is looking nice. I love this thing. I haven't used it in a little while, but coming into winter time, I think we'll be able to a little bit more. This thing's great in the cold weather. Remember that, Alyssa? We took this thing to the middle of Wyoming in winter time.
It's better in the winter.
Yeah, it's better in the winter for sure, because we can run the heater all night. Little rev, let's do it. So off we go now in the Sprinter. One thing I'd like to do is to figure out a way, here we go, camera, full view, just make sure everything's fully connected back there. A little bit of brakes, looking good, no fuss. Gotta wash this windshield. This whole thing needs to go in for a full wash. Underneath is just all of the Alaska schmutz.
Yeah, I washed the outside and the inside, but I didn't wash the underneath.
This thing takes a year to build boost when it's cold. It just doesn't move. So let's see how this thing tows. First time towing this trailer with this. We've actually, about a year ago, we towed our i3 across the country behind our Sprinter.
Oh yeah.
And that, I mean, we've done quite a bit of towing with this thing actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so no issues here, but just this trailer setup, haven't been able to use it yet. Just gonna lower that right mirror, make sure I can see the edge of the trailer. Man, doing great. So off we go then to Wyoming. So we're just cruising up through Fort Collins. Always the hardest part about towing is just leaving our little town. You can see our roads are quite narrow, and I don't want to sideswipe this Model X to the right of us. And so basically just kind of working with a few inches, learning how this thing tows behind the Sprinter, but so far no real issues. Can't even feel it back there at all. The one thing is, if we had any more weight than, you know, about 5,000 pounds will probably be the maximum, probably a little bit less than that with this load, probably 4,000 pounds. I'd really want to have dedicated trailer brakes, especially if we were going over the mountains. Yeah, we need to get if we're going to tow more, this is very much in a pinch situation to go grab them with the Sprinter. But I would like to have a brake booster or a trailer brake controller installed in the Sprinter to send the signals, because right now we're just using Sprinter brakes, which it's not really the safest option, so we just need to be extra careful. But thankfully it's relatively flat where we're going, and this is the most amount of traffic we'll see. But yeah, at least with the Rivian, it's all integrated into the software. It's really nicely done. So props to Rivian for including trailer brake controller directly in their vehicle. Absolutely gorgeous out here. Nothing but views. And that beautiful barn out there. Oh, no, you can't see it. You still can't see it. All right. So now you should be able to. Hold on. Keep going. Barely. Nope. Nope. There it is. That's the kind of size you need. That big of a barn? Yep. That big? That big. Maybe bigger. Bigger than that? Yeah. That's huge. Yeah. But this is where ultimately we want the out-of-spec ranch to go. Somewhere up here. Just a bit north of town. Absolutely gorgeous. Expansive views. Heading up into Wyoming. It just, to me, doesn't get any better than it does out here. What do you think, Alyssa? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty amazing. Might be a little too far from town, but we can definitely work with it. There's a whole area. Yeah. But this is all cattle grounds and stuff, so. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. And welcome to Laramie, Wyoming. This is the next town north of us, and honestly, we've never had a reason to really come here, have we? We've been here once. I don't remember why, but we had dinner. Just to come up and have dinner. Yeah. Just to see what it was all about. And it's a cool little place. I like Laramie. 31,000 people live here, surprisingly. That's more than I would have imagined. But I think it's a big space. Anyway, this is our nearest entrance point to I-80. So we go up here to I-80 a lot when we're going to Salt Lake, assuming we're not driving a CCS vehicle when we're in a Tesla or this. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to hop on I-80, and then Bradley said that he basically, oh, it looks like there's some traffic. Uh-oh. He's in Rollins. So that's the next town over, which really isn't that big of a drive. It's only 100 miles. And it's like Wyoming is perfectly spaced 100 miles exit to exit. That's and we know all of it because these are where all the superchargers are. And soon I think we'll have CCS chargers going in Cheyenne, Electrify America at the Target, and then also in Rollins. We should check on that status since he's literally there at the Walmart where I think the charger's going in. But yeah, take a look at the traffic. This is a Wyoming traffic jam right here. A lot of action going on. And all we're going to do is head west on I-80 and then loop around and come on back. We got about a half a tank of fuel, which is plenty, at least for now. Let's see what happens. Look at Model X in Laramie, Wyoming. It's a new one as well.
Well, that's pretty bright.
Can't see a dang thing, just being blinded. It's insane.
I'm literally using my book as a shield. I really can't even look forward. This is painful.
What's even more amazing is the adaptive cruise control is still working, even being blinded by the sun.
A Tesla wouldn't be able to do that.
Right, because they use a camera-based. This is radar-based.
Okay. And we're rolling into Rollins.
Yep, here we are in Rollins. Chrysler 300 sounded pretty good. The big question now is going to be how the heck are we going to load up this lowered Porsche to the trailer. Thankfully there's a Walmart there if we need anything. Now he mentioned that he's over here at the Burger King.
The Burger King.
Well, because I guess the Walmart parking lot was filling up and he said it'd be easier to load over here. So there's the 911. Oh man, there's no way that thing is getting on the trailer. That is just it's so low to the ground.
It's trash.
Yeah, it's like a 996 beater. Turbo too, though. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Wow, he does have a lot of tires in there.
Yeah, I know. I told you he's got a car full of tires. Well, here we are. Let's see if we can load it up. Hey, how's it going, Brad? Good to see you, sir.
Yeah. Never better.
You just got a 911 full of tires. Let's hear a cold start. Okay, well that sounds pretty smooth. No blue smoke.
It's been really good.
Really? So
Yeah,
drivetrain
aside from
wide.
the tires, it's been great.
But are you going to keep it this low?
Yes.
Okay, so it's slam mode.
Yeah, these are H&R Sports. I think they're about 2 inches lower than stock.
Okay, very nice. Well, I think we're gonna see if we can get it on the trailer. Worst case, we were thinking we might off-road it or something and get it in a way where it's not as much of an angle, but Brad's gonna pull it around to the trailer over here, and then we're gonna see if we can, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. I think we need wooden ramps and some stuff. I did bring some wood planks just in case, but that is a very steep angle for what is a very sad looking Porsche. Oh my God. That is a very sad looking Porsche. So let's make sure we're definitely losing a front bumper in this process. No question. Okay. All right. So hold it there. Let's take a look at our tires. Go back a little bit. I'm just gonna pull them in. All right, let's get this lined up and see what happens.
So as predicted, it does not fit without, I don't even know what we're gonna do, but I think we're going to back it up to use this more as a lip to give it more of a less of an angle so it could possibly get up on the flatbed. So that's option number one that we're hoping for, and if not, there's a Walmart just over yonder and we can see if we can find something that might help get it up there. But that's where we're at right now. Okay, my bad. I guess we're off-roading to make, I have no clue what these boys have in mind, but it's got to be something. Oh, okay, so we're going a little bit more using the angle of this slant of a hill to try and make it easier to put it on there, because it's a low one. I love the mismatched wheels.
Okay, so a little bit left hand down, just that much. Come on forwards. Good. Yep. Okay, so right here is where we're hitting front lip, but actually it's a singular arc on the way up. So
send it.
Yep, and just ride it straight up at this point. Tiny right hand down, I would say. Yep, yep, and just go. That's underneath you. Yep. That's right on the side sill. Yep, right on the side sill.
Oh, it's just the plastic, that's fine.
Just the plastic on.
Make sure it's not a swing on it.
Nope, just the plastic skirt, it looks like. But you may want to. I think we need a low car friendly trailer.
Next time.
I would back up a ½ inch and get a slight running start. Yep. There you go. Great. Right there. Stop. And we're on. Slight bit of backwards. Actually, that's probably load rated pretty well, but I'd go back a ½ inch.
The weight's back there.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to get that rear wheels aligned. Right there. And a tiny, sorry, just roll it forwards a little bit. There you go. Perfection. I think that's good.
Are you filming and I'm filming at the
I
same
think
time?
it's filming inception. Well, we got the Porsche all loaded up. We're towing at 65 miles an hour and it's just feeling great. We'll probably raise the speed in a little bit. We actually went by the new Electrify America station in Rawlins. What's interesting is they're building one in Cheyenne, Rawlins, and one almost on the Utah border, which means that I-80 for at least longer range EVs will be open to non-Tesla electric vehicles. Now, the flip side of this is if Tesla ever ends up opening their supercharger network, then that would have happened either way. But I would say by year end, we'll be able to drive from our house in Fort Collins to Salt Lake City in one of the CCS cars and not have to go 4 hours out of our way or 5 hours out of our way down across I-70 and up, which we've had to do in a few recent road trips. Conversely, while we're talking about electric vehicles, take a look at this oil refinery in front of us. This is the Sinclair refinery, and actually there was a huge disaster here, I think in the late 90s, and if you go on YouTube, you'll see some reenactments of it, but it was pretty insane, huge explosion. But yeah, I mean, couldn't ask for anything better. We got some Burger King, cruising, and just enjoying the open road here in Wyoming. What'd you get over here, Alyssa?
Some waters and then some treats.
Some treats, some gummy bears, some Haribos. Yeah. We got the 996 on the back. We're just gonna retighten the straps. I've prepaid the fuel pump, and we're about to fill up with this high-speed diesel pump. This is like the 350 kilowatt of diesel pumps here. So let's turn that sucker on and rock and roll. Actually, I can't go full speed on these because it'll actually come out of the tank, so I gotta go like halfway. You join us now at wide open throttle, over 300 pound-feet of torque. Ignore the 158 horsepower, but that truck is actually out accelerating us on an uphill, and my foot is welded and has been welded for some time now. You can see oil temps getting up there. Coolant's looking great, and yeah, coolant, I guess transmission oil, and yeah, so we're just losing speed here, ducking into the lane of shame, but we'll make it home at some point. And we are pulling back into our street, made it home safely. Super easy road trip. I'm actually impressed with how the Sprinter towed. You know, maybe not outright acceleration, but in terms of stability, in my impression,
Watch out for this dip.
Yeah, this dip. Well, I have a way. We got to go around it. Yeah, just because the trailer's got a bit of a dovetail on it, so we have to take a weird angle through here. But yeah, I gotta say, really easy trip, no issues at all, and very impressed with the Sprinter here. It was good to get it out, get it run through, get everything up to temp, and you know, it's sat pretty much since our Alaska series. We took it out once, but that's a long time in this thing sitting. So good to exercise it. Glad we got you at least into a civilization.
I'm also glad, thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then tomorrow will be the repair day for the 996. So alignment at Pooter Sports Car, and you've got PS4Ss, the tires being sent over, and then you won't keep lunching tires, and you'll be good to go.
I sure hope so.
Fingers crossed. It's nothing more than that. But thank you guys for watching another video, and we'll see you on another episode soon. Bye bye.